You said you snapped. What happened when you snapped?
I just went blank.
Okay. What happened then?
I just went blank, and the last thing I remember was seeing Sandy laying on the floor.
Okay. All right. So you said you snapped and you went blank. What happened next?
I said to myself, my life is over. But I knew my life was over. I said, my life is over. So I went back home. I told my wife what she did. She thought I was joking about my brother.
Let's go back.
Okay.
You said that you snapped and you saw, was it Sandy laying on the floor?
The last thing, the thing that got me to snap, I went completely blank. I completely went on a violent, I don't know what you want to call it. I just went completely blank.
Uh-huh.
And the next
What
thing,
did you do when you went blank?
I think I shot Sandy.
You think you
I know it shot Sandy.
Okay. Did you, where was the gun?
I was holding the gun.
What kind of gun was it?
It was a Mossberg 800.
Was that the only gun that you had?
I had a pistol, but I'm not sure if I brought it with me. I could have.
Uh-huh.
I'm not, it's all just a blur. I know it was me. I know I did whatever happened. I know it was me.
Do you know how many times you shot Sandy?
No.
Do you know how many times you shot the gun at all?
No.
Do you know how many shells you had when you went over to the house?
No, I know I left whatever I had left immediately on the bed for you guys. I know that.
Okay, so, when he said that to you out in the pond, you said that you snapped. What did you do then? Did you leave the pond?
No, I ran into my house.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't breathe. I was having a panic attack.
Right.
And I'm not even sure where my kids were or my family, because I just remember coming in and screaming, Daddy, Daddy did a bad thing, I did a bad thing. And I remember everything was like in slow motion, and if it doesn't make sense, because it's not making sense to me.
Okay. What I'm trying to get at is, you said that you snapped. When you snapped, what did you do when you snapped? You were out there at the pond. Where did you go from the pond?
I ran upstairs and I laid in my bed and I went into a full-fledged anxiety attack, panic attack.
And what is that like to you?
To me, the room spins around. I get a rapid chest, like my chest goes rapid, and obviously I don't think rationally.
Right.
And my whole life and everything I had and my kids and everything went right. Oh, thank you.
Clarification on something. Your wife or
My wife?
Mrs. Bodie?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to want to get some clothes and all out of the house sometime, because we've got it all tied up. And there's evidently some money she knows where it is. You don't have any problems with her getting anything?
No, I want her to get everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine, but I just want to make sure.
And please tell her I love her, and I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm going to step out and get you some more water so you can have something to drink with that. Just sit tight in there.
Laundry room.
Yes.
And
You're telling me I blasted
Mr.
through the laundry door
Mr.
5
Sander,
times,
get him out of
and
here.
you sat
Get him out of
there
here.
with your
Get him out of
family.
here.
You sat there and you didn't
Mr.
run,
Sander,
right? You
Mr.
killed
Mr.
your
Sander,
family.
Mr.
You're
Sander.
going down for it.
Convicted killer's continued outbursts led to his removal from the courtroom and applause from the gallery.
Yeah, with no blood under it.
Mr. Sander, please be quiet.
It's fact.
Mr. Sander,
They didn't
please.
look up on
Mr.
the-
Sander.
and what were her last words?
What everybody else did that's watching us.
Whatever.
No blood under that wound.
Mr. Sander, please
This is
be,
my life involved. I was framed.
remove him from the courtroom, please.
Remove me from the courtroom.
Hey, stop it!
Yeah.
Wow. Well, the judge told members of the gallery, including family of John Sanders' 3 murder victims, that they would be arrested for contempt of court if they made any more noise. Now, prosecutors told the jury that Sanders' outbursts are intended to manipulate them.
They are specifically planned by him, as suggested by the jail phone calls that you've heard in this case, and they are calculated and intended to serve his interests with respect to how he wants this outcome of this proceeding to go.
Now, the jury will deliberate this afternoon if Sander will be sentenced to death row.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, your foreperson has returned a verdict in 16 CRS 001582, the State of North Carolina versus John Frederick Sander. We, the jury, by unanimous verdict, find the defendant, John Frederick Sander, to be guilty of first-degree murder of Sandy Mazzella on the basis of premeditation, malice, and deliberation, and under the felony murder rule. In 16 CRS 001583, guilty of first-degree murder of Stephanie Mazzella on the basis of felony murder rule. In 16 CRS 206046, guilty of first-degree murder of Elaine Mazzella on the basis of felony murder rule. This, the 8th day of April 2019. Is this your verdict, so say you all?
If it is still your verdict, please signify so by raising your hands. All right, let the record reflect that all 12 jurors have raised their hands. All right. All right, Mr. Sander, I want to caution you about what you say, because even though the jury wasn't in here, the state could call someone as a witness who was in here to put in evidence of what you said to one of the victim's relatives if they left the courtroom during your sentencing phase. So you need to be careful. Do you understand?
Put me to death. That's what's happening anyway. I was framed.
All right.
That's the way it is. And justice will be served.
That is the aim of this court, sir. We will be in recess until 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Have a good day,
Superior Court
sir.
Judge, 9:30 tomorrow morning. God says in another court.